Have you ever wondered what if Terraria bosses swap places? Like, what if the Eater of Worlds was replaced by Duke Fishron? Or what if Plantera was replaced by the Eye of Cthulhu? Well, I found some things just for that scenario. Let's check it out. So, potentially, I encountered probably one of the cooler texture packs on the Steam Workshop in a minute called Boss Swap by my boy Sea Salt. Let's hop into the game here. It's been a minute since I've done anything with texture packs, so I thought, why not, we do a little something. Yeah, Boss Swap. If you couldn't tell by the title of it, it swaps bosses. Now, not every single boss is done, but a good handful are done already, pretty much the pre-hard mode ones. So what it means is the King Slime. What's the King Slime? He's a slime, he's sticky. And then we got the Moon Lord completely on the opposite end. What is the Moon Lord? Tentacle monster, Cthulhu, whatever you want to call him. Now what if we swap their themes? That's exactly what this texture pack does. Let's bring in the King Slime. Oh my god. So now he is Moon Lord theme. He is nasty. Ew, I didn't think he was gonna be this nasty. He's got his tentacles flapping around. I don't even know. Is that like the Moon Lord's core, his heart? Something. Let us do some damage though, because I'm interested to see if he like shrinks. Oh, so he does actually shrink. Ew. And then look at that, the spike slimes are also little Moonlord themed things. Pretty cool. I like this. I love the idea of this. Look how tiny he is. He's super tiny. But now, second to last boss, who is that? The lunatic cultist, or could be the pillars if you want to consider them full bosses rather than like an objective you got to do. But let's bring in the Eye of Cthulhu, and look at that. He's literally the little Moon Lord tablet that's at the dungeon, and it is the Eye of Cthulhu, and he's shooting out little fragments of the tablet to serve as the, the little minions he spawns in. Now let's see what phase 2 looks like here. What do we got? It opens up, is just a mouth. Honestly, there's not too many things I would have thought of. Maybe instead of the tablet, I think it would be cool if he starts with like the lunatic cultist mask on. I think that would have been a cooler idea, but the tablet works. I still mess with the tablet. All right, next up, I'm thinking next up after that would probably be the biome bosses here, exclusive biome bosses, Crimson and Corruption. So let's start by bringing in the Eater around that area. That's around, that's like Duke Fishron, Queen Slime, nope, never mind, Empress of Light's what I meant to say. And as you can see, the Eater of Worlds is just a long Fishron. One very long boy. He's still forming. This is sick. I like this one. This one might be my favorite so far. Duke Fishron. And obviously, we start breaking up the segments, and we're gonna get a bunch of long Duke Fishrons swimming around. But yeah, this probably my favorite. We're gonna have to see the others if they beat this one out. But we go to the brain, and now the brain. Do I have a area? Yes, I do. The brain, since you pretty much would have them both on a world, or depending on the world you have, whether it's Crimson or Corruption. The brain is exactly the same theme. It's Duke Fishron theme, and this time it's the little shrimpy truffle, and then the creepers are little bubbles. Like, this is cool that they kind of flipped it around to be this, and honestly it works very well. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill all the creepers, because I'm trying to see what phase 2 looks like. Does he turn into like a pigron or something? I have no idea. Let's see, what do you got for us? Oh, now that's sick. It's the little shrimpy truffle Duke mount. Hold up, let me hop on mine. I'm noticing that they changed like a lot of things. Like, for example, the slimy saddle is actually a little Moonlord themed slime now, which is pretty sick that they went out of their way to change those details. I also noticed that like the treasure bags are different, so they got a lot of little details changed. I can always appreciate something like that. Shrimpy truffle. Yeah, I got my little Duke, or my little pigron, whatever you want to call it, Fishron, and then the brain's got his. I love this one. This one, man, I think I just like the Duke Fishron theme ones. I still think I like the Eater better. Oh, look at the gore, how he just gets thrown. Next up here should be the Queen Bee, and the Queen Bee should be the Empress of Light. Oh my god, this looks terrifying. She's moving fast too. This looks scary. Look like a Mothra, like a possessed, hollow themed Mothra. The bees are little pixies. That's pretty cool. I mess with that. But this one's kind of terrifying. Reminds me, if you watch that one show, Peacemaker, the one with John Cena, but like the little bugs that are controlling people in that reminds me of this, and I hate it. Get it out of here. And it makes nasty noises. All right, Next up is Skeletron. Let's go ahead. Let's make it nighttime over here. Skeletron should be the golem, as we can see here. Oh man, I like this. He looked like one of the masks from Crash Bandicoot. So we got the little golem themed Skeletron. See, they could have been very basic with this and just did literally Golem's head just flying around. But instead, you know, they added a little special flair to it, you know, made it something different, unique. And I messed with that heavy. I like how he has straight up fist instead of just like an open palm. So instead of slapping the shit out of you, he's gonna beat the shit out of you. Let's go ahead and do our damage. He's probably not gonna change form or like open his mouth or anything. I don't think Skeletron does that regularly. Would be cool though, you know, kill Skeletron's hands. He like opens his mouth. The little skulls are like kind of like the projectiles, the lasers that the golem shoots. But that's another cool one. I still think the Duke is my favorite. Look at that, even the relics are changed. Again, I appreciate the details. Okay, I don't think Deerclops has anything, which is fine. I don't care about Deerclops. But the Wall of Flesh is up next, and the Wall of Flesh is of course Plantera. Boom. Scary noises. What the heck? The Hungries are kind of just floating bulbs, which is kind of cool, instead of it being the usual Hungries with the tentacles and stuff. But this is kind of sick. Look at like the twigs twitching on it. This is awesome. I messed with this heavy. It looks really cool. It's got the plant theme down. I kind of want to do more damage and see like the little leeches it shoots out. What's up with the leeches? Shoot some of the leeches. What are the leeches gonna be? I'm not seeing any leeches. I'm running out of room over here. Oh, I saw a leech. Okay, they're like the little tentacles Plantera uses to move around. The little hook tentacles. This is sick. This one is cool. I think this one fits very well, having like a giant plant wall coming after you. Like that could kind of work in Terraria. I could see it. I still think the Duke one, the Duke Eater, is my favorite. But yeah, there you go. There was all the pre-hard mode bosses. I don't think any of the event bosses are touched. And then obviously there's a little details with some of the mounts changed. For example, we got the honey-eyed goggles here. Ew. And then we got the goat skull. Ew. What the heck is this thing? I don't know how I'm feeling about some of these changes. Some of these things are scary. Even the Shield of Cthulhu is changed, which is very cool. Like they literally got like every little detail down. Look, even the accessories are like actually changed. Like that's so sick. Yeah, anyways, let's check out a couple other texture packs. Might as well. All right, so I wasn't gonna download a bunch of random texture packs. I still kind of did. For example, let's bring out one right away. We got Squidward tentacles as the Tinkerer. So now when I get robbed of all my money trying to reforge something, instead of it being, you know, a little goblin, little greedy goblin, it's Squidward tentacles. And I can't get that mad because it kind of fits his character, I guess. So thank you, Squidward. I also added one that changes the Tavern Keep to be Mr. White, Heisenberg, whatever you want to call him. I like it. What an interesting collab we got going on here. All right, but yeah, I found another texture pack that swaps out bosses, and instead of this one being called Boss Swap, it's called Swap Bosses by OPEXE. So let's hop straight into it. This one has a couple of different bosses than the original one. Starting with this, the Eye of Cthulhu is the Golem Eye of Cthulhu, or the Golem Eye. He's shooting out little fists. I like this. Let's go ahead. Let's see Form 2. What you got for us? Just opens the mouth. It seems to be a common theme with the Eye of Cthulhu boss swaps. I like that one though. Let's go straight to the jungle and we're gonna summon in Plantera, because Plantera here has been swapped with the Eye of Cthulhu. We get to see the immediate swaps instead of just, you know, the pre-hard mode ones being done. There's only a handful of bosses still swapped, but it's nice to see that we can see both sides. We got Plantera as a pre-hard mode boss, and we got pre-hard mode bosses as hard mode bosses. This is sick. Let's see phase 2. I'm assuming it's just gonna open the mouth. Go ahead. Boom. And we got a bunch of little eyeballs. Ooh, it opened its mouth in an interesting way. That's actually a lot cooler than I thought it was going to be. All right, next up, King Slime. Look at that. He's the brain of Cthulhu for some reason. And instead of the ninja being inside of it, it's got a little tiny heart. Pretty cool. There ain't really too much to see in terms of different phases. I do notice that the spike slimes are little tiny creepers. I like that. Next up is an interesting one. We got the Eater of Worlds as Plantera. So we had Duke Fishron. Now we got Plantera. Sick. If you start breaking it, oh look, we can see the little grippers. I don't know what they're called. The little hooks, I think they're actually called. Pretty sick. Now the next couple are pretty interesting because Skeletron is Charlie from Don't Starve. which is like the main villain, you know, the main person behind the scenes of all the bad things going on in Don't Starve, which is pretty cool. So I'm assuming in the future, Deerclops, oh my god, he's so loud, I hate him. Deerclops is gonna be Skeletron. Pretty cool. I mess with it. It's interesting to see. And last but not least, all the ones done in this mod, I believe, is the twins. And the twins are the King Slime and the Queen Slime. This is sick. A nice, interesting concept here. I love it. Pretty sick. What does phase 2 look like, if anything different at all? Let's see. What you got for us in phase 2? Okay, they get a little spiky. There actually was a difference, so I could appreciate that. What about the Queen Slime? I would like to see her get her wings in her second form. She got a little bit of a change, but I'd appreciate to see the wings. All right, the last couple texture pack things I installed here. I got a Warhammer 40k, little overhaul of the jungle temple. Pretty sick. Makes it all like dark. The lizard statues and stuff are different. It's just really cool looking, including, of course, the golem itself being different. Look at that. Sick. I like it. I like that it's a lot darker. I probably should have made this boss a little bit easier to kill, huh? Instead of it being in master mode. And of course, hold on, I just noticed we have the torch god going on. And of course, we got the lizards themselves, all different too. I don't play too much Warhammer. The only things I ever played that were Warhammer related were like Vermintide and Darktide. And last but not least, to end off the video, I got some mannequins set up over here. Boom. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. All the texture packs will be in the description. I'll see y'all next time.